How to do a barbell good morning. Barbell good morning. Great exercise for the lower back, for the hips, for the hamstrings, but also one of the most butchered exercises that you can do, and one of the exercises that can hurt you pretty badly as well. So make sure you take your time and get it right, okay? So first things first is a good morning is going to be a hip hinge. So I'm not going to be bending through my back. I'm going to be using my hips and pushing my hips away from me. So I'm going to demonstrate with body weight before I get to the bar, all right? If I can. Yeah, I'm good here. Okay, so when I've got that bar on my back, if you can see here, I'm not bending forward. That's gonna kill my back. It doesn't feel good already, okay? So I'm gonna compress my core and keep my trunk tight, all right? From here, I'm going to push my hips back and keep my hips high. Okay, so it's going to then hit your hamstrings, hit your glutes, hit your hips, not your lower back. It will work your lower back, but not in a bad way. There's a difference between working the muscle and good pain versus bad pain. You also don't want to push the range of motion too far on this. It's pretty common that a lot of people will push the range of motion too far, which can then put your lower back in a compromised position. So go as far as you can. It still keeps tension, but you don't need to over-exaggerate the range of motion, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate here. It might be a little hard to see from this angle, but I might be able to turn one to the side as well. We'll see how it goes. First thing first, going to take this bar out, set up just like a squat, treat it like a lift. Going to go under the bar. First thing is the setup. Step 2 then is your walkout, and then step 3 is your good morning. All right. So number 1, hands are going to be even. I'm going to go underneath the bar with my setup. I'm going to go with a high bar position for this one. Take the bar out of the rack. From here, I'm going to step back, set my feet about shoulder width apart. Good tripod foot. I'm going to kind of rock a little, find my balance. Now from here, I'm going to breathe and brace into my core, brace my whole trunk, and then push my hips back and high. It's very important to push your hips away from you, not to lean through your back. Let's see how this works out. Okay. So from here, breathe and brace, and then sit my hips back and keep my bum kind of high. That was close. Back in the rack. So again, remember, it is a hip hinge position with the bar on your back, very similar to a deadlift, very similar to an RDL. Hip hinge, keep the core tight, minimize the range of motion for what you need, and be sure to train smart with this one. Don't go too heavy. Train hard, but train smart. Cheers.